Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He. I'm your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Drew Carroll.
Okay, just clinical, surgical. Good. That was great.
Well, is it cold in here?
It's that good butt-to-butt intimacy. Hey, we just want to say thank you so much for listening. Make sure that wherever you get your podcasts that you subscribe and rate the show. And if you leave us a 5-star, it really is helpful and we appreciate it. Make sure you check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/youmehepodcast. Get access to that good exclusive audio. Tonight we were talking basically about pooping the entire time. It was just poop.
No, we had some booger action too.
Oh, there was some booger, but a good hashtag.
For all you booger people
Duke
out there.
nesting.
On second thought, maybe you shouldn't subscribe to the Patreon.
You should. Duke nesting is pretty good.
Yeah, hashtag Duke nesting. We're not going to tell you what it is, but it's a great story. And if you want to know, hashtag Duke nesting, patreon.com/youmehepodcast. Speaking of, we have our monthly live chat coming up, guys. April 29th.
That's right.
7:30 p.m. Pacific. So if you are a $5 patron or higher, then you're going to get access to the live chat. So go sign up for that. April 29th, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And we'll talk about whatever you want, including Duke nesting. If it's down. Yeah. So, fellas, this week, a couple of things I want to talk to you about real quick. I know a few weeks ago I shared with you that my daughter had come home from church and was just yelling that she wanted pirate booty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, this week we were in Trader Joe's and we're doing some grocery shopping, and I have our youngest in the cart sitting in the usual like front cart portion. But then our oldest is sitting in the big portion of the cart, and she's like 3.5 now. And what she's saying when we're going by the chip aisle is that she sees something that looks like pirate booty, and she wants that, but she gets a little bit mixed up and instead is just going down the aisle yelling, "Booty pirates, booty pirates." And it's one of those things that's
pretty great.
It's kind of cute, so you don't want to correct her, but it's also completely horrifying in public when your daughter's yelling, "Booty pirates, booty pirates."
I don't think it's that bad.
Do you know what a booty pirate is?
I do.
No, okay, cool. Educate me.
So even now, she's walking around her house.
Is that what you had written on the outline? Booty pirates?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like some video about Kim Jong-il, and booty Pilates. Pilates.
Oh my god.
So I just read that wrong, completely.
That was a slow burn, dude. Nice. That was like Mitch Hedberg status right there.
Booty Pilates.
So yeah, I have a 3-year-old who's walking around yelling about booty pirates. So there you go.
That's pretty
It's
great
good stuff. But no, I was scouting the internet looking for the latest and greatest. And did you guys see the link that I put in the outline? You might want to click on it.
I saw the link.
Because
I'm
going to tell you what this is, but you have to see it with your own eyes. So this is from 7 News, which is in Miami. And the headline is Cadbury and Heinz. Now, Cadbury is the company that makes the delicious cream eggs.
Those things are disgusting.
Okay. I never understood the rave about that, dude. Even as an adult,
Wait.
I bit into one. I was like, oh, I haven't had one since a kid.
This is going to be delicious.
Oh, dude, so gross. So gross.
Wait, you're not down? You're not down with the Cadbury cream egg, bro?
I can't click on this.
I also don't like this picture.
Oh,
Even grosser. Dude.
seriously good mayo?
So Cadbury cream eggs is teaming up with Heinz. Now, Heinz is the company that brings you ketchup and all kinds of good sauces. It says Cadbury and Heinz team up to create cream egg flavored mayonnaise.
Oh, what do you put that with, dude? It's for all the people who eat chocolate sandwiches.
Chocolate sandwiches. Yeah. Hashtag booty
says-
pirates.
Oh my gosh. Hashtag Duke nesting for sure in this jar. Patreon.com/youmehepodcast. So this is what it says. For those of you looking for that unique mixture of savory and sweet, Cadbury has teamed up with Heinz to concoct a special condiment. The two companies recently announced the creation of Cadbury cream egg flavored mayonnaise.
Gosh, dude.
And it's a picture of a like mayonnaise jar, but it has what looks like the wrapping of a cream egg around it. And
If you have to put seriously good on your product, it probably sucks.
It says, Heinz says the condiment is a great way to add flavor to, and I quote, waffles and cupcakes.
Nah.
Because mayo on you ever had mayonnaise on your waffles, Drew?
No, I just had waffles tonight actually, and I did.
Because you're like a waffle connoisseur.
Yeah, actually, so one thing that I forgot to mention last week when we talked about stuff in our 30s, I never thought I'd get away from maple syrup. Do you know what? I figured out I'm a boysenberry guy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, baby. Really?
You like boysenberry? You like the berries,
syrup?
huh?
I haven't had maple syrup in months, dude.
I don't
You're
know.
all about that boysenberry.
Dude,
all
all
about it.
natural maple is pretty good.
Yeah. Just not into
Well,
it
dude,
anymore.
as you transition into your mid 30s, I think the next transition
No,
is
dude, this is gross.
Cadbury Heinz cream
This sounds
egg
like
mayo.
a failed attempt to try and take on Nutella. That's what this sounds like.
Yeah, dude, this is like Nutella's gross, ugly.
You know what, Heinz? You've been doing hot dogs and burgers for like decades. Just stay right there, okay? Stay in your lane.
So it says, Heinz said the condiment is a great way to add flavor to waffles and cupcakes. The mayonnaise is not available on shelves just yet. Heinz is going to offer free tastings at a brewery in London from the 11th to the 13th.
So gross.
Only
I don't
until
know.
stocks last. Okay, this could go on forever.
Hashtag Duke nesting.
I don't know if it's going to make it across the pond, but if it does, Drew, will you try it?
That's a hard pass for me.
Curiosity.
You
Will
know
kill
what
the
it did to the cat, right?
I mean,
I might.
Probably killed the
How do
bunny
you-
too.
how do you think they came up with this idea? Like what meeting, like how drunk were they that they thought like dude,
Well, apparently
cream
they-
egg and mayonnaise.
They must have been hot on Di Serono to come up with that.
Oh my gosh.
Or a nice Starbucks liqueur.
Dude, this is a pretty terrible idea. Heinz and Cadbury.
That's so gross, man.
I mean, I get it, dude. We live in a world now where everyone's trying to collaborate. Heinz has been back here thinking, like, who the hell can we collaborate with? And Cadbury's like, man, have we been forgotten about?
We only put out this product once a year.
Heinz is looking for a friend. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is terrible, dude. It's like these are the two that kept getting swiped left on Tinder, you know, and then they found each other.
So it looks like Twitter has been on fire about this. People have been
I can imagine, dude.
have been tweeting about it. So this person said, someone needs to have a word with the taste testers. They've lost the plot. Another person says, I'm curled up in the fetal position waiting for you to take this back. Somebody tweeted a picture of Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, that says, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think about if they should.
That is so good.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah. I don't know if it's going to
That-
make it a...
That is probably the greatest response, dude, that anyone can come up with.
That's chaos theory.
Yeah. So good.
So yeah, I don't know if it's actually going to make it across the pond from the UK, but if it does, oh baby, we're gonna have to eat it live on Patreon and
No,
get some reactions.
I'm
What
not
do you
eating
say,
that.
fellas?
No, I'm not eating that.
What do you say, Drew? Are you in?
Yes.
All right, that's what I was hoping for. You're the man.
Majority rules.
Let's do this.
So gross, man.
If there's any, you know what? When we go to our stats, it says we have UK listeners. If there's a UK listener who can get their hands on a jar of Cadbury cream mayonnaise and ship it to the United States, we will eat it.
Why is this just an English thing as of right now? That's what I want to know.
Probably tastes terrible. Dude, they just have bad taste all the way around. So I'm just
The British will eat anything.
dude, they're just
Okay,
drunk
so-
all the time.
So speaking of that, this is a tweet. So this person said, "Okay, a few questions. Let's say a person is an American and say they're slightly drunk and wish to create some facsimile of this on their own. What would the ratio of mayonnaise to candy be, and how would you describe the texture?" And a person replied, "Step 1, realize that slightly drunk isn't going to cut it." So we may have to make our own. So we may have to get our hands on some cream eggs and mayonnaise and make it ourselves, but we'll see what happens. So there you go.
Dude.
Happy Easter, everybody.
So
I don't want to try that version. I definitely don't want to try the version that you mash up. Because that sounds even worse.
is Cadbury? Is it actually based out of England?
Yes.
Like, okay, it is. It sounds like it would be. You know, Cadbury. It sounds like it could be like a TV show, like
just
Downtown Cadbury.
It just sounds pretentious.
yeah, Downtown.
No wonder I never
Cadbury.
liked those candies, dude. They
Yeah.
always thought they were better than everyone.
So
Those pretentious eggs. Screw you guys.
and I'm pretty sure Heinz is based out of Pittsburgh. So, what do you get when you merge England and Pittsburgh? Apparently, this
Yeah. There
shows
you go.
you nothing good can come out of the Atlantic.
I guess what we're saying is there's no better way to celebrate the resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ than eating mayonnaise and candy mixed together. So happy Easter, everyone.
So gross, man.
So I know that I've ruined the moment, but Josh, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good enough, I guess.
Sweet.
All right.
Drew,
My
how
turn.
are you doing?
I'm also doing good enough.
Perfect.
Let's take it to the main event.
Let's talk about what we've learned.
Oh, yeah, no, I really don't have anything.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean, what do you do, man? Like, here's my week right now. It's baseball season. I've told you guys this, and I don't have any funny stories. No kid hit me in the penis with a bat. I didn't
Cut it right there, dude. We'll move on.
You need to make those moments, Josh. You hit them in the penis with a bat. Or you hand them a bat and say, "Hey, hit me in the penis."
So I'm down at the ballpark like 5 nights out of the week, dude. I'm working 10-hour days. I've got 2 cars that are like, I'm still trying to fix. Like, I'm starting to believe your warranty theory now. As much as I don't like to, but I'm starting to believe your warranty theory. There's no time for jokes in my week right now. Like,
This is real life, Josh.
Yeah.
This is real life.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I got nothing. Dude, I don't even have time to
Dude,
like
you just
read
had a
news
segment.
articles anymore.
You just created a new segment.
What's that?
Middle class dad.
Man. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
It's unfortunate. So, I mean, I can keep going if you guys want to hear about my week. I mean, I built a fence, on my property. So I'm building a fence.
Oh yeah.
There, I actually did get hit in the Maybe I should talk a little bit more about that one.
Let's talk about that.
A very classic, like stepping on a rake, except it was like a short rake, like a broken off handle rake. Like that's what we had. Yeah.
Sharp.
Because I was using it to mix concrete because I was setting posts, right? So it was just sitting around. Not really sharp, just, like old and aged and worn down. But Yeah, as I was building the fence and putting stuff in, I mixed the concrete, poured, put the post in, poured the concrete into the post, and the rake's just sitting over where it was. And I ran over real quick to go get my level to make sure like the post was like straight. I feel like this is not sounding good, but anyway.
Finish it.
Yeah. Anyway, so on my way back, I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't looking. I was just trying to get back over because it's quick setting concrete. And yeah, dude, stepped on the rake. And as I was like pulling I stepped on it with my right foot and noticed it. And I was trying to fall all the way to the side. But as I was pulling my left leg over to try and step over and get out of the way, yeah, dude, just came right up and like hit me in the penis, like flat out. Just knocked me down for like a solid 2 minutes, So, I mean,
You need those, dude, to just wake you up sometimes.
I guess so. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable, but it happens,
It just reminds you that you're alive.
What a rush.
and reminds you of why you wish you were dead.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, other than that, man, like there's nothing else that really happened this week besides you want to hear the games that we got blown out in? Like,
That's okay.
okay. I mean, I did read a news article also this week where someone stole $21,000 worth of panties from Victoria's Secret.
Wow, that's quite a feat.
Yeah.
What is that, like 6 pair?
They had to wear every pair on the way out, too. That's what makes it such a crazy heist.
Strapping them on their arms, around their neck, grabbing as much as they can with their hands. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, pretty uneventful. I'm sorry, guys. But
Hey, you got hit in the junk this week. I'm good.
I guess whatever works.
Oh, man.
Drew.
I had a pretty interesting week. So I almost cut my finger off at work.
Oh yeah.
I had to work Saturday morning, and this is the 2 nights before that I didn't get good sleep, and it wasn't because of the baby or anything. I just wasn't sleeping well. So I slept probably like 6 hours between Thursday night and Friday night. And so when I went to work Saturday morning, man, I was frustrated. I didn't want to be there. And I made a really stupid decision and almost got my left middle finger ripped off. And luckily it just got crunched up and it's all black and blue and gross.
Oh my! Would you have like lost the whole finger if it would have happened?
Just the tip.
Oh, baby.
What a game.
So my wife has been helping me out, and like I can't really. I probably can better now, but before I couldn't like wash like the right side of my body, really, not my right arm or anything. And so she's been helping me like in the shower and stuff. And I don't know what it was, dude, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because like I started eating meat again. But dude, this weekend, dude, like my gas was like off the charts. And
You got that good protein?
yeah, I guess, dude. And so we're in the shower, and dude, I made it roar like a lion, dude. It was so loud. And then,
Wow.
with the steam, it makes the smell come a little bit quicker, it seems like. And
baby.
when
And just kind of resonate. Just
The humidity?
and
Yeah, it just sits there.
Two
It's
things
sticky in there.
the 2 things that I had eaten, dude, was Reese's peanut butter cups and chicken, barbecued chicken.
Oh.
And I was like, my wife like she was washing, and then like she pops her head up, and we both say what it smells like, and I was like, Reese's, and she said chicken. And I was like, oh my gosh, it smells like
Reese's and chicken?
Reese's covered chicken is what it smelled like.
That has
dude.
got to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard, except for Duke nesting.
Yes.
And,
No.
and Heinz Cadbury cream sauce.
It actually made me start to think I'm onto something. So if you do a chocolate covered chicken, like so, then 2 things we
Dirty.
all like, it would probably
Dirty.
be pretty good.
Dirty.
So,
You're talking about a chocolate dipped chicken.
ooh, yeah.
He's getting all excited over there.
This is not the same as chicken and waffles.
Do you remember a few weeks ago when I told you guys a story about like the muffin?
Yes.
You know how I did the
Yes.
muffin? I had another one of those moments.
You say a few weeks ago? That was like 20 episodes ago.
It was quite a long time ago. In podcast world, dude, it just seems so
Recent.
yeah. So when we got out of the shower and I was all dried off and everything, she was trying to help me out and she goes, "Hey, are those clothes down there dirty?" And I was like, "Yeah, they sure are." So she reached down behind me to pick them up, dude.
Oh no, dude.
And I made it roar like a lion, dude.
No, what are you doing?
I know.
Who are you?
I know. And
A beast. The beast.
As soon as it happened, I was like, "Why did you do that, dude?"
Nasty.
She goes, "Did you do that on purpose?" And I was like, "No."
No.
Please don't leave me.
Dude, that is worse than the Dutch oven. That is worse than the muffin.
I know, man.
It's just it's like an unmitigated blast to the face. Who are you?
the gatekeeper. I don't know, dude.
The gatekeeper.
I don't know. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know, dude. It was a nervous thing to say.
The gatekeeper.
I felt really bad about it, dude, but it's just I have these like 18-year-old thoughts that come in my mind, you know, and I have to remember, like, dude, I'm not hanging out with the guys. This is my wife.
Yeah.
She could leave at any time. Sorry, babe.
Oh, man.
So this is my apology.
So my question is, how long are you going to milk the hand? Like,
Well, let me tell you something, butthole. It really hurts.
I'm just imagining like 6 months from now.
Oh,
and
still
she's
getting bathed?
she's still washing your body, and you're like, no, babe, it just needs a few more weeks to heal up.
I wouldn't do that, dude. That's messed up.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
He wouldn't do that, but he would fart in her face.
It wasn't really in her face. She was just behind me. But it was...
Thanks for washing me.
And was-
I got a treat for you.
I know, dude.
Some more
I know.
Reese's.
I know. It was really bad.
Wait, was it just like your bare butt drying off?
No, I had my boxers on. My briefs.
Oh, okay.
My boxers.
So there was a buffer of some kind.
Yeah.
About as good as the toilet ring paper that we put on.
The toilet seat cover. That's what we call butt to face intimacy.
Oh, so gross.
Oh my
So
gosh.
gross.
All right. Well, do you want to take this opportunity to formally apologize? Or-
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
That was a little too Larry the Cable Guy. You're going to have to try harder than that.
really, really sorry.
Doesn't matter really how many reallys you throw in there.
Lord, I apologize. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, hey, when we come back, we got a little treat for you. So that's all I'm going to say. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back to the show, everybody. Man, tonight, as a surprise, I thought, how sweet would it be? Avengers Endgame is coming up. It's coming soon, just a couple of weeks away. I think we should talk predictions tonight. Okay, there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of innuendo going down about what's going to happen with Thanos, what's going to happen with Ant-Man. Are you guys down to talk some Avengers Endgame predictions?
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be a great topic, but
More than ever.
do you hear that?
Is that the theme song for Avengers Endgame?
It sounds familiar.
Do you hear that?
Sounds familiar yet distant. What is it? What could that be?
Just take a listen. That's right. You just discovered another episode of Conspiracy Corner with Josh Frankenstein.
Wow.
What?
my
Are you guys ready to go on the ride?
I am
Learn a little bit more
Always.
truth. Oh, always. Always ready to go for the ride. So, all right. So tonight's Conspiracy Corner centers around a little topic that we've batted around quite a bit. We're going to be discussing Aunt Becky and the college monetary scandal that's been going on in this country.
Oh, baby.
Okay, so as
She
we
didn't take
all
the
know,
plea deal. Did you hear that?
huh?
Did you hear that she didn't take the plea deal?
She didn't.
Probably going to do.
She's fighting
She's probably
it?
going to do like 15 years.
Oh, dude.
It's pretty rough, guys. But anyway,
Rob digresses. So, as everybody knows, with every good conspiracy, it's always a cover-up for something else. It's
Indeed.
always about hiding something, right? I mean,
The cabal.
that's why conspiracies exist, or why the theories exist, because it's always a cover-up for something. So, this is my theory. This is my conspiracy theory on what's going on with Lori Loughlin and the entire collegiate scandal. And I'm gonna have to see what you guys think about this, but this is my personal perspective. Anyone who's been to college knows that college really isn't worth anything.
For sure.
dude, the memories you make.
Yeah, the memories you make. Yeah,
They'll cost you a lifetime.
all you have to do is pay that debt off over the course of your entire life. So yeah, run out and get the highest education you can. So my theory on this, and you guys tell me if you think I'm going in the right direction here. I believe that these celebrities are being used as a scapegoat to create a false demand for collegiate studies that really doesn't bring any value to the world. Like, it's to drive up the prices of going to college. It's to get everyone all pissed off about those who have money and were able to buy educations for those who probably didn't deserve to go, in order to rummage up the demand and get everyone to say, I should have gotten that, I should have gotten that. And
Which has been happening.
yeah, and just keep increasing the prices. So you have all this demand that's being stimulated, and that gives the schools the opportunity to just start charging more, and everyone's mortgaging their futures. And of course, who better to use it than Aunt Becky from Full House? Because
What else does she got going on?
she yeah. Well, not only that, but I mean, the woman who comes across as one of the most sweethearted people, in the country, now being used to demify the collegiate system.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, there's something here. Like, the government likes to play with our minds. And something tells me that it's probably not even true. I mean, have you seen any of the records of the evidence of, like, buy-offs for any of this collegiate scandal? I mean, and they say in Hollywood all the time, even bad press is good press. So, I mean, she could end up getting higher than Hallmark Channel, man, if she doesn't go to jail.
When was the last time you were talking about Felicity Huffman?
Exactly. Not even when she was with William H. Macy.
well, I mean,
Yeah, you weren't asking for her signature out front. Whole Foods. True. WTF, bro.
all the celebrities seem to be doing scandals nowadays to up their game.
Well, we could go another conspiracy corner direction too, and
Jussie
talk.
Smollett.
Yeah, talk about it. Oh, dude. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that makes sense. I could see that, but I don't understand how they can drive up the cost even more. It's already so expensive.
Because it creates the demand, and more demand costs more. When you have so much demand and not enough supply, and everyone's trying to get in,
I'm not gonna.
That's why they have these admissions processes that you have to go through, and that's why they're very picky and choosy about who can and who can't go. And I think this just adds fuel to the fire. It just makes everyone angry and want to go to school or want to go to college and spend $150,000 on their education over 4 years, 5 years, 6 years.
No, dude.
6 years probably.
No,
in most cases.
I'm probably not gonna let my kids go to college.
It's like the haves and the have-nots, And
yeah.
I think the celebrities are in on it, man, because if your career isn't really going as great as you want, like I said, bad press is good press. And like Rob said, when was the last time anyone was talking about Felicity Huffman? I'm just saying.
What was she in?
Desperate Housewives, bruh.
Oh, that's what she's famous from?
I think so.
Oh.
Wait, is she the one that died like halfway through the show? Her character?
No. She made it through, I think.
Oh, okay.
So this is all.
Oh, Desperate Housewives is an actual show, not a reality show.
Yes, a actual show. Remember with like Terry Hatcher, Ava Longoria?
Yeah, was an actual show.
I never saw it.
It was fine.
All I'm saying is, everyone who listens to the podcast, don't give in. Don't feel like you have to go back to school.
You don't have to go back to school.
As-
Actually, you shouldn't.
Don't stay
As
in
my
school.
good friend, as my good
Get out
friend
now.
Will Hunting said in Good Will Hunting, one day you're going to wake up and realize the education that you spent $150,000 on could have been bought for $1.50 at your local library.
Dude, even cheaper.
dang.
Free on YouTube.
Free on YouTube University, man. I'm telling you. It's the best
So let me
place to
see
go
if-
for knowledge.
Let me see if I'm following this. So what you're saying is that this is sort of a joining of forces of the government and college and the Hollywood elite to
Whoa.
justify
No.
Not elite.
Hollywood subpar.
Yeah.
and D-list actors, people who are expendable, to justify the driving up of college prices.
That's right, because who backs all of those loans that people go to school on?
The government.
Bernie
The
Sanders.
government,
The
dude.
government.
The
Bernie
government.
Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
No,
Personally
did you?
backed by Bernie Sanders.
Well, dude, like that's like the big conversation right now is that like everybody should get free education, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's one of many free things everyone wants. Education, healthcare. They already get free smartphones.
Everything's a right.
Now the price is just being driven up.
That's right.
That's insane, dude.
So the government can back all those loans and they can own you. And that's really what it is. When you're indebted to the government, they own you. Don't let them own you.
Well,
Okay.
Don't let them.
I don't want to throw
Own
fuel
you.
on this fire, but I'm about to throw fuel on this fire.
Okay.
This was published 10 hours ago on Fox News.
Oh, no.
It says
Enlighten me.
Lori Loughlin's Hallmark Channel co-star Aaron, I think it's Krakow, something like that, posts
No, I like Krakow better.
Krakow, Aaron Krakow, post cryptic message amid admissions scandal. Now
Ooh.
get this.
Tell
It
us.
says after remaining mum on Lori Loughlin's termination from the Hallmark Channel from her show When the Heart Calls over her alleged involvement in a wide-ranging college admission scheme, Erin Krakow has seemingly broken her silence. The 35-year-old actress who plays Elizabeth Thatcher Thornton and is also an executive producer on the show posted a cryptic quote on Twitter Monday, and many were quick to associate the words with her former co-star. In quotes, it says, "You are always there for me, and I will always be." And then she posted a picture of a pink blooming rose. Whoa.
You were always there for me, and I will always be a pink blooming rose.
No. I'm saying that was
was this bad Hollywood poetry again? Because I don't like it.
yeah, you're probably right. No, it says so the quote was, "You are always there for me and I will always be." That was the tweet, but along with the tweet was a picture of a pink rose that was in bloom. And it says many were quick to associate the words with her former co-star. So I don't know what that means, but
Like, so are you gonna
I'm having a really difficult time tracking with you right now.
you gonna piece these together or what?
but it was cryptic. It was cryptic.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's just really bad grammar. You were always there for
Sounds
me.
like she was drunk.
No, seriously. You are always there for me, and I will always be.
Passed out.
freaking love you.
Accidentally hit send.
Didn't even finish. Just, I guess that's good enough.
Oh, dude.
Anyway,
So what do we do? What do we do about this?
you don't go to school. Don't give in to the elitists. Don't give in
don't-
to the deans across the country. Maybe some of them
don't-
actually
don't stay in
named
school.
Dean.
At least one or two.
Dean.
Dean.
So you don't stay in school. Don't take your vitamins. Don't drink your milk
at all.
Don't say your prayers.
Don't drink public water.
All of those things, and you're giving in to the globalists.
That's right. That's right. I'm just saying, think about it.
I
Just
drink
think about it.
water.
If you find your tuition rates
Your tuition rates.
now who's Kim Jong Il? If you find your tuition rates rising over the next couple of quarters, you might just find yourself having been educated by Josh Frankenstein and his conspiracy corner.
I like it.
Beautiful. All right. Well,
You're probably right this time.
there you go.
I guess we'll see if what's her name goes to prison or not.
All right.
So Felicity Huffman took the plea deal. She said she pleaded guilty. It says that she pled guilty. It says that she's gonna pay a fine, and she might have
Community service.
Month. Yeah, like a month or even less than that. Maybe a little bit of jail time that'll probably turn into community service. It's the article I read said that Lori Loughlin decided not to take the deal and quote unquote roll the dice.
She could now face up to 40 years in jail after new charges, the report says.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you I don't know.
Bad move.
That seems so ridiculous. It's probably like the max that someone could be sentenced, but something tells me she won't receive the max.
I would call the prosecutor and
Yeah.
be like, hey, is there any chance that I could still...
If she's found guilty, more than likely she's going to have to pay twice the amount on the fine and serve twice the amount of community service hours.
She's going to have to call up the prosecutor and be like, hey, I'm wondering if I could take a Molokai on that one. All right. Well, on that note, let's go to everybody's favorite part of the show. Let's talk about what we've learned.
Is that something that's known?
The Molokai?
No, that this is everyone's favorite part of the show?
So number one. I think the first thing that we've learned is that there's nothing that the Brits won't do. There's nothing they won't jam together in.
No matter how you say this, it's sounding really bad right now.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Is there nothing sacred? Okay, anyways.
Everything's always worth trying once.
Have you had our sauerkraut Nutella?
Sauerkraut Nutella?
Why, does it sound that weird anymore?
Hey, Germany, we'd like to put some two things together.
It's like, welcome to Germany. Try our new chocolate mustard. That was the worst German accent ever.
It was, but you sold it well enough.
Yeah.
We have ways of making you talk. You will try this chocolate mustard. Anyways. Number two, I think the new hottest workout that we're all looking forward to is some booty Pilates. See if they offer that at my local gym.
Wait, did the way you just pronounced booty Pilates sound exactly like the German accent that you just quoted?
We have ways of making you talk. You will now have to endure 12 hours of booty Pilates. Dang it, dude.
That's awesome.
Number three, last but not least, I think Lori Loughlin is going to be the one to blame when we continue to see those tuition weights rising, Josh.
It's true.
Nice.
We just want to say thank you so much for listening and supporting the show. Make sure you subscribe and rate the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and tell a friend about the show. That's a great way to help out, and just a small tangible thing you can do. Check us out on patreon.com/youmehepodcast for exclusive content, and like I said, our live chat for April's coming up on April 29th, 7:30 p.m. Pacific, for our $5 or more patrons. So sign up for that, and hey, until next time, I'm Rob.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Drew Carroll.
And have a great evening, everyone.